Hi everyone. Frustratingly, I tried to make a video about 10 minutes ago. Long story short, going through a CFS zombie day. So there's 100% brain fog. It's a miracle I can just like walk from one side of the room to the other clear headed. So I started making a video without the summaries in front of me. So I had to jump back on Twitter. Couldn't find anything. Had to go on my way to find it on my phone. Finally got the info here. As I had said with my last video, if there were things worth talking about, I would be updating. And here we are. So, first things first, I've been checking the survey forms, and according to this board, which for many years, since 2001, I've always relied on as the source. This is the place you go if you want to get past rumors. So, I'm not discrediting things overnight. But according to the message board, this week will be the Masters 8 recap, and I'm hoping a little something more to it than that. We'll see. And then next week is nothing, unfortunately. Then there's a TBA episode, which I've speculated might be something like a league episode where everyone comes to cheer on Ash and they start showing up and they want to give it its own thing instead of trying to cram this all into a battle episode. And then September 2nd, we have the beginning of the semifinals. According to every other source I've found, including sources that have proven to be reliable since they started popping up on the internet, it's August 26th where we start the semifinals. There is no TBA episode. So, September 2nd would be the second semifinals, etc. In my most recent video, you'll want to watch that. I talked about how this is going to be, it looks like 4 parts for the semifinals. Then the first 2 parts for Project Mew. We don't know how long that'll be. And I believe I did say the name of the episodes. We finally have some summaries and some pictures. So first of all, in regards to Ash versus Cynthia, we're actually going to see Cynthia as a child in flashbacks, getting her Gibble, which is awesome. I mean, it's great to have some of these semifinalists not being rushed, actually getting the backstories and everything. So there's that, and pretty excited to see that. With that said, it looks like, as it was meant to sound like for semifinals 1, sweep, it sounds like Leon is going to sweep Diantha. So here's the summary. The day of the Masters Tournament semifinals. Before the match, Sadashi meets his opponent, Sinnoh champion Sharona, Cynthia, during special training with his Pokemon. Sadashi hears from Sharona, who is also making final adjustments before the match, about how she met her partner Garchomp. Meanwhile, at Shoot Stadium, the battle between Donde and Carne, so that's Diantha, and Donde is Leon, in the first match is getting underway. Semifinals are about to begin. Now, this part's pretty big here. So when we get to part 2, Dazzle, here's the summary. Second match of the Masters Tournament semifinals. Sadashi challenges Sharona to advance to the final, but is at the mercy of a skillful strategy and falls into a big pinch right from the beginning. Sadashi is determined to overturn the bad flow of the match and seek an opening, but Sinnoh champion Sharona and her Pokemon are able to stand his way. So, going from there, we know that if we're looking at Ash versus Cynthia, that those next 2 episodes, semifinals episode 3 and 4, are going to be the match continuing. So I just wanted to get this said right here and now. We will have to see when Pokemon Journeys is over what kind of rating the fandom or myself will give it. It's been a bumpy road. It's very promising premise. I've talked about this all in past videos. Lots of disappointments like the newest episode, but a lot of really good stuff, including some of the best stuff we've seen in the franchise. Here we are again. Looks like the rough patch is over. We are, for the first time in a long time, not first time in a long time, since I believe, let's see, Ash versus Kukui was a 4-parter. And Ash versus Leon, Ash versus Sawyer, respectively. I'm trying to remember if that was 2 or 3v3. The big point, though, is the one that really stands out to me is Ash versus Paul, which was a 3-part 6v6. So it looks like we're going to get that. Ash versus Cynthia in a 3-part 6v6. And they're kind of hinting that maybe the battle won't begin in the first episode. Maybe they'll send out their Pokemon at least. So that's why I've been saying it's kind of a 3-part, maybe. Not really 4-part, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm excited for that. If Ash does defeat Cynthia and we go on to Leon, we'll have that's definitely going to be at least 3 parts if this was. So we're going to have a tournament with at least 2 6v6 battles that are 3 parts each. That's awesome. Now, with that said, some people are concerned about the length of Zombie Day. They're concerned about the length of Leon versus Diantha. And people have been speculating, wait, they're going to cram this all into one episode with the Cynthia background and everything? Alright, guys, it's math. It can technically happen. We remember versus Tobias, but I don't think that will happen. I don't think Diantha, being a champion, is going to go down, lose all 6 of her Pokemon with maybe 10 minutes to work with. It could happen. What is probably going to happen is, if you guys remember, the creators were saying originally they were just going to show a montage of the non-Ash battles in the top 8, maybe due to scheduling reasons, or just wanting to stick to that to talk about other things. That's what it looks like they're doing now. That's what it looks like the focus is. So, I mean, with that said, I hate to say it, that's likely what's going to happen. We're probably going to be seeing that. So, here's the thing, a lot of people are upset about that, and I do think it's going to be more like a montage, blow by blow by blow. See some battling going on in the background of the screen, like when Ash fought that random guy in the Kalos League who challenged him at the very beginning. He was about to go out for his match, and we saw matches going on in the background. That kind of thing. And it's tradition. Like, going back to Kanto, we have had many different leagues where we saw part of a battle, including some of Ash's, the second and third round. I don't think we're going to see a full battle with Leon versus Diantha. But honestly, the fact that we're actually getting a 3v3 with a 6v6 going into that, and likely 2 of them, which we've never had before in a tournament, I am very excited for that. So this is really good, guys. I think we're through the rough patch. The rest of the tournament, if you can overlook not seeing a full Leon versus Diantha, is going to be very good. Maybe incredible. We'll see. These could be some of the best matches we've ever seen. Anyway, a lot of people aren't feeling great vibes about it. They are happy about the Cynthia background, which is adorable, and I agree, but I'm actually very excited for this upcoming battle. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, have a great day, guys. Take care.